The husband had just brought his ex-wife and daughter home. The wife then invited a group of young guys over to the house for a party. She did this to get back at her husband. It turned out that just 3 hours earlier, the woman had been eagerly waiting for her husband to come home to celebrate their wedding anniversary. But the moment she opened the door, she froze. Because her husband arrived home with his ex-wife and daughter, and said that they would be staying in the house for a while. The woman said the child could stay but the ex-wife had to leave. The ex-wife fiercely pinched her daughter. The daughter immediately understood her mother's meaning, and cried that she wanted to live with both her dad and mom. She begged the woman not to break up their family of 3. The man also said that after all, the little girl was his daughter, and hoped the woman would be generous and let the two of them stay for one night. When he heard the woman's refusal, the man lost his temper too. He thought his wife was being too petty. That night, he insisted on letting his ex-wife and daughter stay in the house. He then completely ignored the woman's feelings, and let his ex-wife and daughter into the house. The woman did not want to suffer indignity, so she called over a group of young men to celebrate her anniversary with her. Just as the woman was having a great time, the man heard the noise and came downstairs. He angrily ordered everyone to get out. The young guys were so frightened they immediately retreated. The woman sat down carefree, and asked the man why he wasn't spending time with his wife and daughter. The man detected the woman's sarcastic tone, and felt she was making unreasonable trouble. He explained that his daughter had not seen him for too long, so she wanted to stay here a bit longer to spend more time together. At that moment, the ex-wife ran over pretending to mediate, and said that the woman could vent all her anger on her instead, telling the woman not to make things difficult for the man. When the woman saw the ex-wife's hypocrisy, she felt nauseated. She told the ex-wife to get out of the house immediately. At this point, the daughter ran over, grabbed the man's hand, and said she wanted to live with him. The man then picked up his daughter and said he would take them to live somewhere else. Although the woman was angry, she did not stop the 3 of them. The next day, the housekeeper told the woman that the man had actually arranged for the ex-wife to stay in her wedding tribute villa, and that he was freely remodeling the villa's style. The woman had not expected that the man would use her dowry to house his ex-wife, without even greeting her. Because of this, the woman was furious. She immediately ordered the housekeeper to prepare the car to go to the villa. Meanwhile, the ex-wife was instructing the servants to throw out all of the woman's belongings from the villa. The maid dared not move. The ex-wife, in the posture of the lady of the house, wanted the maid to recognize who the real owner was. Just then, the woman arrived, and immediately ordered the servants to throw the ex-wife and daughter out. The ex-wife said it was the man who had brought them here to live, and now the woman was kicking them out. She warned that the man would not let her off. When the woman heard this, she laughed in anger. After all, the villa was part of her dowry, and she had all the say. She picked up her phone to call the police. At that moment, the man rushed over to stop her, rebuking the woman without asking for the reason, and saying that since the woman had so many properties in her name, he had only taken one villa for his ex-wife and daughter to stay in, which was not too much. The woman mentioned that when they got married, the man had promised her that his ex-wife would never disturb her life. She had not expected that only a year later the ex-wife would come looking for them. At this, the man took the woman's hand and said that he had long since divorced his ex-wife, and that he did all of this only because the ex-wife was the mother of his daughter.